Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a palette bingo video, and I've never done one of these, but they are some of my favorite videos to watch, and specifically I love palette bingos with this palette. So this palette is actually discontinued, but I picked mine up from Poshmark, so I did want to mention that there's a lot of people on there that are selling these that have barely used them at all, so I felt pretty comfortable buying it. I just cleaned off the shadows and I haven't had any problems with it. But Juvia's Place did actually bring back this palette for a limited time a few months ago, so maybe they'll do that again. But yeah, I really wanted to do a palette bingo with this palette, so if you're familiar with my collection and you want me to do this with any of my other palettes, maybe one that you have, let me know. I would love to do that. But yeah, I pulled up a random number generator and I'm just going to pick some numbers 1 through 9. So the first number is 3, which is this light pink shade. Also, I probably should have pointed out the obvious. I've got a spray tan. I've never been tan in my life, but I'm in a couple of weddings later this year, and so I wanted to see how I'd feel about it. I'm not used to seeing myself tan, so yeah. It was a hard time to do my base makeup today, but honestly, like, with my skin being more tan, I was able to use a lot less product and it looked the same, so that was nice. But yeah, so the next number is 9. So that's like this burnt sienna color called Crepes, and the first one was Cream. So these colors are pretty together. I've got a lot going on today. I'm tan for the first time in my life. I've been like kind of tan, but it was in 6th grade, just like a color. So the next one's 7. I also am like getting over a sinus infection, so I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. It's been really bad. So this is basically like a skin tone color for me. It's probably like just gonna set my base, I guess, or maybe like be a blending shade. We're gonna choose 5 shades, so you know, might use more, but we're gonna have 5 for this. The first one, oh, that's 3 again. We already did that one. So we got 5. Ooh, this is okay. This is like the bright magenta color. This is a really pretty color. Make sure I don't put on the tan color, but okay. So we've gotten 4 out of the 5 mattes so far. So let's see if we can get a shimmer color. So one more puts us at 1. Okay. We have now gotten the last matte color. So, all right. I don't think it could have gotten more boring. So, did you guys notice that my setup is a little bit different? We got this dresser I'm sitting in front of from the thrift store, and I think it might be like one of our best thrift store finds ever, because this thing is like massive and we can fit, like, both me and my husband, we can both fit all of our clothes into it. So we were able to not have 2 individual dressers anymore, which I just think like looks better in our room. And yeah, we found this dresser. It's like a custom cabinet. Like, it looks like a kitchen cabinet. You know how it's like the cabinets, like they're like sprayed instead of, you know, paint brushed or painted with a brush. And then they've got like really nice sliders on it. It's just a really nice finish completely. Like, I didn't have to refinish it at all. I just wiped it all down and cleaned it and put some different knobs on it. I actually had really nice knobs on there, but I just like these better and I already had them, so that's all we did. But yeah, this dresser behind me was only $50. I'm like, this is the best thrift store find ever. So yeah, my setup that was over there just like looks a little bit empty now, and I actually really like this, I think. So like I said, this shade's probably here, Berry Mousse, probably just gonna be the shade I use to like set down the eyeshadow base, and then maybe to like blend some colors out later. But it is like a little bit deeper than my skin tone, especially it's a lot closer to it now because I'm more tan, which is like just really weird. But yeah, have you guys ever gotten a spray tan before? Because it was the weirdest thing to me. Like, I've never had one. I've done some like self tanner before, like that you can buy. It never really went well. I've also been in the tanning bed before, which I know is not good for you, but you know, it was free to us in college at my apartment, so I did try it out, but I didn't go very much, and I'd like to avoid doing that now. So yeah, I don't know, I think I'm just not used to seeing myself a little bit deeper because I have been ghost white my whole life, but I just love deeper complexions. I don't know, I just think that they're so pretty, and yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, what do I want to do next? I'm not sure. I think my next step is just going to be to go into cream here, the lighter pink, and like build that up kind of as a crease and transition color. I'm not sure if I should use one as like the inner corner and just go for it, because honestly, I'm not the biggest fan on myself of like the hot pink inner corner. I just think it kind of looks like I've got pink eye or something. I don't know what I want to do. I can honestly say I've never opened up this palette and only reached for the 5 matte shades, like ever. So, oh, the reason I brought up the the change of scenery, the change of my background, is that after I get done with this look, I'm actually going to be filming another video, and I'm going to be reorganizing my makeup collection because this dresser is huge, and so it takes up a lot more room right here, and my vanity is pretty small. If you guys saw my makeup collection video, you saw that, but I have a vanity that I'm saving up for. It is very expensive. I will pop a picture of it right here, but yeah, it's like $1,000, okay? It's really expensive. It's from West Elm, and it is their mid-century modern vanity, and I love it. Like, I love it. I mean, I can't say anything more. Like, it's beautiful. It's sustainably made. It'd be like my vanity for life, and I really, really want it. So I'm saving up for it, so I know that I'm gonna have a bigger piece of furniture over here, but it just felt weird to have like my vanity and then the table again, and then the table be right next to the dresser. So I'm trying to put my makeup over here instead of on the separate table. So I kind of want to make my vanity where I could like sit down and do all of my makeup, but like when I want something extra, just step over there and get it. Yeah, I'm going in with, what is this, crepes. I hope you guys don't mind. This is like more of a chatty video, but I thought it would be fun. I'm taking this just a little bit lower than where I took that lighter pink shade. I'm just gonna build it up here. Yeah, so I am going to be reorganizing some stuff just to see how I like it. I changed up my setup so much, like way before filming like the makeup collection video. I actually just got this vanity. I had a different one, and I don't know, I really want that one I'm saving up for, but I found this one on Facebook Marketplace for pretty cheap, and so I thought it was a good way to kind of like hold myself over, was to try a new one. And I like it, but it the 2 tiers of it are like a little bit narrow, so it's just a little bit, like, it doesn't have as much space as I thought it would kind of feel like it did. But yeah, I am trying to figure it out. I think what I'm going to do is use all the mattes on the top lid, and then I might use like one of the pink shimmer shades or something on the lower lash line to add some shimmer. I don't want to add a shimmer on the top lid because like I picked all of the matte shades, so I kind of want to do that. But yeah, I think I'm going to go in now with custard and just put that into the crease. And actually this brush already had like a bunch of pink on it, but this is the Alamar Cosmetics brush. It's from their trio, and like I bought this trio for this one. It's called the Crease It's called the Crease Control brush, and it is the weirdest shape. I've never seen a brush like this before. So it's pinched, but then that's what it looks like. And I actually really like this brush. I did not include it in my favorites of my brushes because it is in a set of 3, and quite frankly, I don't like the other 2. So I don't feel like okay suggesting that you buy a set of 3 brushes for just one. Whereas like if you buy a 10-piece set and, you know, 8 or 9 of them are great, then that's a lot different. But I do really love this brush. So I'm just like lightly putting that into the crease, but I'm actually thinking I'm going to put this all over the lid and like pack it on. So it's just kind of like a gradient now with that kind of burnt sienna color, like leading up to the lighter pink. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna try a flat shader brush in this shade and just kind of pack it on, but I think I might have to like use a base or something. I'm not sure. I don't usually pack matte shades. I'm gonna use my finger with the same color. I'm just gonna use my powder brush on and off and just wipe that off. This palette does have a little bit of fallout, but in general, I don't know. I think I need to just start doing my eyes first. Because I get really annoyed, especially when I get like little glitters all over my face. I like to avoid that when I can. I actually like really like this shade on the eyes. I think it makes my green eyes pop a lot. All right, I'm gonna go in with a tiny crease brush into the lighter pink and the burnt sienna. So that's Cream and Crepes. Just tap the brush off, and then I'm going to just kind of blend that right above the magenta shade again. I'm wanting it to kind of be like bright on the lid and then a little bit of depth in the crease and then go up a little bit lighter into the transition. Now I'm just going to go back in with the lighter pink shade in Cream. Put that on top. I'm going to go back in with the kind of like traditional size crease brush and just blend it all out. I'm not adding anything else. This is not the look I expected to make, honestly. But it is a very like spring look. I feel like this palette is a very spring palette. So I'm gonna pack more of that color on the lid with my finger again. All right, and lastly, I'm gonna go in with Chocolate, the deepest brown shade, on the smaller blending brush. And I'm just gonna deepen up the outer corner with this. I thought about using this for like a shadow liner look, but I actually think I just want to deepen this up. I'm patting that on the outer edge because I don't want to blend away the magenta color. Part of me kind of want to make this like a halo eye. I'm gonna do it, why not? So I'm going in with more of that brown shade. I'm just gonna put it right on the inner corner as well, the inner part of the lid. I think I'm also just gonna take like a touch of concealer to the center of the lid to see if it can kind of help build up that magenta if I put it on top of this. All right, and I'm gonna go back in with the large shadow brush into the kind of the cream color here called Berry Mousse, and just blend out everything up top. I think that shimmer shadows are just a little bit more forgiving, so I typically prefer them because I'm definitely an amateur when it comes to like detailed looks. But I'm not mad at this look. Okay, I think I'm just gonna mix one last time this deep brown, but I'm actually gonna add in a slight bit of the light pink just to help on the inner corners because it seems a little too dark, like it's kind of closing my eye in a little bit. I don't know. I'm not that good at using like only matte shades, so I do think I'll add a shimmer shade to the inner corner and the lower lash line. I'm gonna add Puffs, which is just a light pink shade, which I'll show you this one swatch too since we swatched all the other ones, but it's a very light pink shade, and I think I'm gonna use a little bit of Tarte on the inner corner, which is this nice duochrome shade. So I'm just going to wet my brush and put the shade Puffs on the along the lower lash line. All right, first I'm gonna put Puffs on the inner corner and connect it to the lower lash line. I'm just gonna tap like a small amount of that shade called Tarte, the duochrome, right on top of that. So it looks a little crazy right now, but It usually does until you put mascara on, so I'm just gonna roll with it. And I do put mascara on the lower lash line, so that might help, but yeah, we were able to use all of the colors except for the silver and the green, so that's pretty good. I'm trying to decide if I should add a winged liner or not. I'm not in love with this look. I'm not usually into just wearing mattes on the lid. I think what I'm gonna do is, with that kind of cream color still on the brush, just blend underneath this. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I'm not gonna use a winged liner. I'm just gonna add mascara, and I'm gonna use this Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. And just build it up, like probably 2 to 3 coats on the top lashes, and then just 1 coat on the bottom. But alright, you guys, that is it for this palette bingo with my Juvia's Place, the Douce palette. I really like how it turned out. I've never done a palette bingo before, so yeah, I would like to do one with more of my palettes. That is going to be it for today's video. Let me know down below what you guys think about this video, and if there are any other palettes that I own that you guys want to see me do a palette bingo with. And yeah, that will be it for me today. I'm about to film my reorganization of my makeup collection, so subscribe if you want to see that video. It will be coming out the next one after this one. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.